Because something has been on my mind recently. Because I've been looking at this video. And even though I like the dudes on here, like they seem cool. But he was telling this story. He was like, I think he was at some college in California. And he was talking about like his, him and the dude with the, like his writing partner went to school together. But they weren't really doing anything too much in school. But when they went to the gym, he was saying how they, they was like talking about script writing and like talking about the stuff in class, and then they hooked up together, like being writing partners. And I left a comment, and I was like, see, this could only happen in California. This could only happen there. Cause I was like, I was talking to this person that I met this woman in Whole Foods. And cause she works there. So we was talking. And I see her every time, cause I always get this lemonade up there. Cause I really like that lemonade. And so, we was talking, then I seen her again. And so she seemed like a cool chick. So I told her I was like the first, cause I take that back. I seen her a while ago, and she got these tattoos. So I was like, yo, she look cool. I like, you look cool. Where you get your tattoos from? Cause I don't have any tattoos. And so, and then we was talking, and then like some time later I saw her again, and then we was talking. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out this. I'm making this game. I'm trying to figure out this other program, like kind of trying to learn it. And then she was saying how like she knows this dude that does something, that has something to do with video games. But it was kind of like just passing, like and she was saying it in passing. And so then I saw her again, and I was saying like, sometimes in between working on this, like if I'm tired or trying to figure out where to go with a certain like object, I was like, I write lyrics on the side. So she was like, what type of lyrics you write? So I was like, I could write any genre, like it doesn't matter, because then it seemed like she didn't understand what I was saying. But she was saying like, if you have an idea, it will hit you when you least expect it. I was like, yeah. But I'm saying like I can write lyrics for any genre, doesn't matter what it is. And so she was saying how she was in a band, like she was in several bands. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But it was just like it didn't go anywhere. And so it just, how can I say this? It just solidifies like how I kind of feel about this city. Cause it's just like, if this was in California, or LA is in California, but I'm just saying like if it was in California, but particularly in Los Angeles, it seemed like something would have happened because of that. It just seems like here nothing happens. Nobody's trying to like do anything. People just want to live like normal lives here. Like I said, like with the two writing partners, it's just like, oh, they was talking in the gym, and they was like, oh, let's do this, and it's just like they did it, and then they ended up producing and writing for like several big movies. And so it's like, it's kind of like that. Like I said, that wouldn't happen here. I'm here. Here's a perfect example, right? Here's a perfect example. It's like, I'm not saying I'm him. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. But just say if, just for the sake of argument, I could turn water into wine. And I could talk to a dude, and he's like trying to start a bar or something like that. Like you know, yeah, he's trying to start a bar or winery or something. And I could turn water into wine. He'll just be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, dude, like, you would never have to buy this shit. You would never have to you wouldn't have to take grapes, crush them shits up, ferment them shits. Like, you could take water and I could put my finger in the shit and turn it into wine. Matter of fact, I could turn it into beer, I could turn it into vodka, I could turn it into like margaritas. It don't matter. It's like anything about liquor. I could touch water and it would turn into that. And all he would say was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. And you trying to make you are trying to make a bar. You wouldn't have to get buy no liquor from somebody. You wouldn't have to get no distillery. You wouldn't have to get nothing. I could turn the shit into, and all you could say is that's what's up. That's what I'm saying about this place. Like, if this was California, people would be like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying? People would be like, yo. And it would be like the greatest bar ever. And I'm like, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. I didn't mean to select her. Where am I trying to go? See, but that's what I'm saying about this place. Like, I'm you see. Okay, check it out. Case in point, right? I told you I could already do I could already do lyrics. Then you see, I was doing a spaceship, because this is a game I'm making. And even in this, I ended up making 6 different, where my main game, which the woman was from, I ended up making 5 plus her that she's in. Other games like this other game called SP, but it's an acronym for something. And then there's the Divas, then there's the other game about this puzzle. Like, it's like several games I came up with, right? Then it was like, even with like, I had a book a long time ago in 2011. And that was just by happenstance how that cooked up. I could also write movie scripts. But it's just like, there's no outlet around here to really get that popping. There's absolutely no outlet for that. And so it's just like, it's just like whatever. Like where would anybody go to try to get some like movie script popping, or even lyrics? Like I said, if this was California, it seemed like it would be easier to just go somewhere and bump into somebody. But here, it's just crazy. And then it's like another thing that's getting on my nerve. It was like I was watching these 2 women talking, and they was like, this is on YouTube, and they was on the phone, like talking to like a caller. And it was like, this chick was like, kind of getting like antsy, like, oh, this is my show and you called into my show. And it's like, you on YouTube, bro. Like, I know this is kind of going off on a tangent, but it's like, you on YouTube. Like, they could snatch this shit from you. And you sitting up there acting like you high and mighty. And it was like this other dude, he was like acting all high and mighty. He was like, I'm the godfather of YouTube. Like, who the fuck are you to be saying you the godfather of YouTube? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, who? And it's just like, these people that I'm hearing and seeing are just like nerds and maladjusted losers that feel like, now I got a platform, because I wasn't nothing growing up. It's like, now I got this platform and I'm somebody now. It's like Delusions of Grandeur and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, who are you to say you the godfather of YouTube? Or like this chick was interviewing this OnlyFans chick. Now I'm not criticizing OnlyFans like other people do, but for the interviewer to say like these content, in quotation marks, these content creators are working hard. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, that's why people have problems with OnlyFans models. Like, y'all be doing the bare fucking minimum, but then you got all these dudes like paying mad money for this shit, and it's just like, but like to me, it's like you're not doing absolutely nothing. Like I said, you're doing the bare fucking minimum. I mean, straight up. I mean, all you're doing is taking your iPhone and taking pictures of your feet, or you like actually getting you actually getting bust down. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that ain't hard work. Get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's just like in comparison, like how I look at it, it's like you're not doing nothing. It's not like you doing this or you doing like multiple things to go somewhere, but can't, because it's just like you live in this city, and this is a pretty big city, but everybody skips over it though. And it's like like I said, it's like the water into wine thing. Like here, nobody's ambitious enough to wanna do anything. And then you got all these like solo dolo dudes, like, oh, I'm solo, like I'm solo though. Like it's like everybody wants to do everything on their own. And it's just like, and then you get into this vicious cycle where it's just like you can't find somebody to like do something with, or there's no place to really like do anything. Like even in my city, it's like it's big. It's big. It's a big city. It's not New York or LA, but it's big. And then you live kind of like on the quote unquote wrong side of the city. And not the way you think either. But it's kind of like you will have to travel a good distance to go into the city, see like the heart of the shit. And then it's like, where would you even go? Like if it was like, okay, I'm trying to do the script thing, like movie scripts. Where would I go for that? Then the next day it's like, okay, I'm trying to do like song lyrics. It's like, okay, where would I go for that? You see what I'm saying? And then forget about this. Cause all the game studios is motherfucking in on the East or West Coast. So you can forget about that. You see what I'm saying? But it's like a chick could just be like, oh, I'm gonna take some pictures and try to look cute. And then that's it. And it's like, wow. You see what I mean? But again, you will have people to be like, like this person on like Instagram or something, they're working hard. It's like, are you serious, bro? Like I said, nah. I just, cause even me and my mom argue about that a lot. Like, you know, people on social media, it's like they gotta do what they gotta do, but it just feels like I said, you got these people with delusions of grandeur, or you be watching, like a dude be watching another dude Like he be reacting to somebody else's video. Like you just sitting there just reacting to the shit. Like you're not doing anything. Or the thing that was even worse, like I said, I saw a dude, he was reacting to somebody reacted to a video. And I was like, come on, are you fucking serious, man? Like, this shit is crazy. And it's just like here, it's just like you can't. It's like you can't find a way to make this shit happen. And that's the fucked up part about living here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the fucked up part about living in this city. Cause like I said, going back to like the two dudes in LA that's the script writers and shit. It's like even this dude, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example about this shit. It's like I met a guy at the gym. Cause like I said, he was wearing the logo from the school or the high school I went to. And so even when I asked him, he had this attitude already, like he owed me money, like, or I was the IRS or some shit. So I was just like, you know, I don't know how, because usually I would have been like, fuck dude then. Because then you come from a high school that I didn't like going to. So I was like, fuck you, dude. I didn't say that I wanted to, but I kind of was like, because he said he was like a teacher. Like I said, I can't remember how he got to the teacher, because I would have just left him alone. And then it might have been an altercation. But for some reasons, I don't know how it happened, because this was like 2 years ago. So I was like, he said he was a teacher. I was like, what do you teach? He said computer science. And then I thought, like, oh shit, I'm doing games. So I'm like, he does computer science. So I was like, yo, do you know how to code? Like, would you be able to code video games? And so he was like, yeah, but it would cost like $10,000 for a service. So I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. But he was like, you know, just see, and then this is another thing. He was like, you could do it yourself. You know, just look up coding videos. In like 6 months, you could be able to code like mobile games and everything. But it was like, okay, I was writing the script to the game. Not only I do movie scripts, I was doing the mini series. I was doing something else. I was doing the game. Then on top of that, I was finishing up the characters. And then I was doing something else. But it's like, the problem with being here and being with certain type of people, it's like everybody wants you to be like this. Like they want you to do every fucking thing though. Like everything. Like it's just like if I was making a movie, it's like I gotta be the writer, I gotta be the director, which is cool. Then it's like you gotta be your own key grip, you gotta be your craft services, you gotta do the lighting. Like, oh, you ain't shit if you ain't doing the costume design. Like, oh, you gotta be doing this. See that, and then it was like I was talking to this guy I used to know, and he called me out the blue. And he was like basically saying like I said this in another video, and it's like this dude couldn't draw better than me back then. He still can't draw better than me now, but he acting like he Picasso or some shit, or Van Gogh, or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yo, like, your shit look like trash. And you sitting up there acting like you somebody then. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like these dudes around here be wanting you to do everything. Like, it's just like there's a guy that's down the street, he's a mechanic. And he do cars, and he be like, you know, he be doing all types of cars and shit. And so it'll be like you be like, oh, I could do this, and I could do that, but he be like, oh man, you ain't shit if you can't make a submarine. Like, motherfucker, who do you know how to make a submarine? Like, it be like these extreme shits. Then it's like, yeah, I could make a submarine. I could do all them shits. He like, man, you ain't shit if you can't do the Artemis. You gotta go up in space. And it's like, yo, you see what I'm saying? It's just always, it's like this goalpost that constantly be moving with these dudes. And then you are not, okay, even if it was like, yeah, I could, okay, truth be told, in the case, in the creative space, it's like, yeah, I could make cars, I could create submarines, I could create airplanes, I could make space shuttles, but where would I go to set up a runway? Where would I go to set up a space shuttle so I could go up in space? Because them shit's in Texas or Florida. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, where would I go to set that up? Even if I could actually make the shit, but where would I go though? You see what I mean? Like, I could literally make the space shuttle like right in my backyard, but I got no space. But then some chick with an iPhone could just take Instagram pictures and be on OnlyFans, and some of them don't even be doing the do. They just be taking like lingerie pictures or motherfucking feet pictures, and then sometimes they be looking basic as shit. They ain't as fine as they think they are, and it's like, oh, but I work hard. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck. Like I said, I'm not saying like, I'm not hating the OnlyFans, but it's just kind of like, if you got like somebody who could like sculpt, like Michelangelo, he could like, you know, sculpt David and, you know, sculpt all this stuff, the paint and shit. But then there's a kid that drew a stick figure, be like, oh, look at this, is this cool? And it's like, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that ain't, you just drew a stick figure. Like, it's just like, I kind of feel like on some real shit, like even if I had a kid, and my kid came up to me and was like, look, Dad, look at this picture I drew. And they're like 5 years old. I mean, it'll be hard for me to be like, oh yeah, that's great, kid. Because in my mind, I'll be like, yo, man, this shit look like ass. I'll be like, yo, kid, this look like ass. Like, my inner monologue would be like, yo, bro, you gotta go back to the drawing board with this. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then if they want to be an artist, it'll be like they constantly living in my shadow. Because I'll just be like it just, because, okay, I remember a long time ago, my friend, when I had a friend, he said that, now I don't know how true this is though, but he was like, game developers have a ego. Like, they think they're the shit. Just what he said. And so I was like, now this was way before I even got into this. And so I was like, I was kind of like, I don't know about, like, I don't know. I just didn't know. And see, now it's like, now doing it and doing it for so long, it just kind of feels like, damn, was he right? Because I kind of feel like that. Like, it's like all these people be talking about their content creators. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck do you, what are you creating though? You just standing there with a video, just talking, and then you got a place that basically just rewards you to make money. Some of y'all don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, I would say most of y'all don't know. Especially like in the political realm or like in politics, y'all motherfuckers need to stop. But y'all be acting like oh, I know everything and I do everything cause I got followers and I'm making money. And it's like, okay, but you wrong like 90% of the time, or like a good chunk of the time. And then it's just like everybody and their mama's political. It's just annoying. And it's just like, I just kind of have this thing like, damn, was he right? Because I'm feeling like that. Like I said, what are you creating? You just creating like useless videos. It's like to a point, y'all been talking for so long, it just seems like Charlie Brown, like womp, 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 womp. And it's like you talking about shit that's just like, in the end, nothing is happening because you said something. Like because I watched a lot of political videos, but it's like now it's always been to the point where it's just kind of annoying. But now it's even worse. And so I'm like, yeah, like, and you saying you creating some shit. And I'm like, stop. It's like I said, no. Nah. So it's just a whole lot that I'm like looking at right now. Yeah, it's just a whole lot that I'm looking at right now. And I'm like, dude. But again, I guarantee you. Like, I guarantee you, if I was somewhere else and not here, this whole situation would be drastically different. Like I said, y'all motherfuckers need to stop. But anyway, because I need to see, and then again, that's another thing. It's just like, even before I start working on this, like, wait a minute. Like, cause I remember I was talking to this chick years ago, like in 2009. See, this is another problem. It was like I was talking to this chick back in 2009, cause she had this like clothing boutique or something like that. And so I was like, cause I don't know how I got hooked up with this chick, but she was like, could you design clothes? So I was like, yeah, I could do that. Like draft them shits. Cause I mean, since I got all these characters, you know, I gotta put clothes on them. And then, like, you know, these characters are from the future on another planet. So I try to like stay away from like Earth designs, you know, kind of trying to come up with some futuristic shit. You know, so I told her about it. And then when it was time to, like, you know, do something, it was like she flaked. Then there was this other chick that was doing this children's book. And I was like, yeah, I'm an illustrator. And this was like in, 2011. And it was like she flaked in. It's just like a whole bunch of, like, flakers, and people want to hear themselves talking shit. It's like I said, you keep running into the same problem. Like, cause like I said, even before I was like, you know, like I was like, what the fuck? I was like working on these dresses. Like I did this, but then I was starting to do the long sleeve version. And this was some time ago. This is like the you know, the dress that like, you know, Asian women wear. And so it was like I was doing this, and then it was like, then what else? Then it was like, then it was the like the bomber jacket. You see what I'm saying? Like I was doing this. Like this is old. This is like 2000. Like this was like 2023 or something like that. See, so like I just like, I don't even want to hear y'all motherfuckers on some real shit. I'm like, y'all like the buzzing of flies to me, man. Like, the fuck out of here. And then, like I said, like homegirl, like I was like, yeah, I could do all this shit. And then, like I said, I never heard or seen from her again. See, it's like I said, it's just too much shit. And so I'm just like, and even with this YouTube channel, like I was saying, like y'all motherfuckers, like I'm a content creator because I just sit here and just whine about politics or whine about other people, like whining about the video game industry when these motherfuckers are not in it. Y'all don't know how to do 3D model. Y'all don't even do 2D shit. Y'all don't do shit but just whine, and then you get rewarded by just dis and misinformation. You get paid for this shit and think you somebody. And it's like even this, if somebody said to me, was like, well, you got a YouTube channel, you talking and shit, but bitch, look what the fuck I'm doing. Bitch, I'm not even trying to get paid for this. Like, I'm not expecting no money from YouTube. Like I said, making these videos is not what I'm doing this for. I'm not trying to get money from YouTube. Because even if I achieve my goal, I would just delete all my videos. If somebody was to knock on the door right now and was like, yo, like this is Sony Interactive and shit, or this was like Square Enix or Bandai or something, or just not even them, just like somebody doing something that I couldn't do in like coding. Like say somebody was doing some code and shit. Like they know how to code. And they was like, yeah, like let's hook up, like kind of like the writing partner thing. Like I said, that'll be it for me. Like I said, I'm not trying to get paid off of this. That is not my motherfucking goal. Cause the shit I got, like I could make, like the shit I got going on, I could literally make billions. I could literally make billions of dollars. Like I said, I'll be out of here. I'll be like, nope. So, like I said, that's pretty much all I gotta say. It's just like y'all just got delusions of grandeur, and it's like at the point, it was just, I'm just tired of the shit. I'm just like, even though YouTube is kind of like in the lexicon and it's just, it's kind of like here. But it's just like, man, it's just, it got to the point where it's just like, I just gotta detox myself from watching these videos. I just gotta detox, bro, because, like I said, y'all motherfuckers are annoying.